Greetings, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to be looking at people first leadership. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu. And welcome back to the 11th year of the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Prezen no Tachiden. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muri ni suru no wa yamimashou. And my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. This podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan. Trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We're not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentation Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Touches You No Share Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcaster Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is Senjitsu wa doumo. Senjitsu wa doumo. Senjitsu wa doumo. Thanks for the other day. So if maybe someone took you out to lunch or they did something for you and you see them again, they might refer to that by thanking you, saying, thank you for the other day. Thank you for what you did for me recently. Thank you for the lunch the other day. And just say, Senjitsu wa doumo. Senjitsu wa doumo. Senjitsu wa doumo. Thank you for the other day. Senjitsu wa doumo. Senjitsu wa doumo. Now this is episode number 565. And today we are talking about people first leadership in Japan. Alan Mulally has had a very successful career at Ford and Boeing. Over his 45 years as a leader, he developed an approach called Working Together, Principles, Practices, and Management System. His number one principle is people first. Love them up. This type of declaration is simple to make, but not that easy to live when you're facing quarterly reporting of results and the full glare of the stock market. We see so many cases of CEOs firing people, the stock price getting a big boost, and that axing of the people turning into many millions of dollars for the CEO personally as part of their stock-based remuneration package. Mulally believes that working together must be based on a supportive culture propping up the headline. Culture alone won't do it, though. His system has a governance aspect directing how the leadership team should work together, and which maps out how to create value. His review process is central to translating aspirations into realities. The basis of all this is the philosophy of building a people-first culture, which is driven by the company structure and the management processes adopted. He insisted that as part of that people-first idea, that everyone is included. He arrived at a formula in 3 parts, which all operate in lockstep and which generates profitable and or successful growth for all. To get to that end game, part 1 is everybody knows the plan. When you read this idea like me, you might be thinking, so what? Of course, everyone knows the plan because I've told them already. End of conversation. When we dig a bit deeper in our thinking, though, we recall that just because we have told people the plan doesn't mean they accept it, agree with it, or want to execute on it. At the top levels of the company, We come up with a purpose and strategy, and then we expect everyone else to deliver what we have envisaged. A town hall presentation and a broadcast email may have detailed the plan, and we think everyone knows what to do. Where we fall down is in the follow-up to make sure the message actually got through. We are all business minimalists, shaving time off activities wherever we can because we are super busy all the time. We need to double check that what we think people know is fully understood and they are beavering away on it as we expect. Pineapple, we come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do them in Japanese and we do them in English, do them in our super safe classroom. We do them live online. Today's show is being brought to you by, on the 11th of July, our Dale Carnegie course, 3-day version. On the 24th of August, we'll have another Dale Carnegie course, this time with the 12-week version. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. So that's www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. So that's greg.story, STORY, at dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 2,300 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs right up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television. Don't forget to grab my business best-selling books on Japan on Amazon. Japan Sales Mastery, which is Saegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muda ni suru wa yamemashou, and my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. Part 2 requires that everyone knows the status of the plan. Often, though, access to sensitive information in companies can be restricted. Not everyone may see the real numbers in the full picture. My predecessor never showed the profit and loss numbers to the team. When I took over, I decided to make the financial situation totally transparent. The only protected numbers are salary and commission information relating to individuals. If they wish to share that information amongst themselves, then that is their choice. Part 3 is everyone knows the areas that require special attention. Business is lumpy. Some parts of the business are flying, and other parts are limping along. Again, sharing such sensitive information may be restricted. We need to keep referring back to what we stated was the purpose and strategy for the enterprise and keep measuring how well we are delivering against what we have set out for ourselves. If things are going well, we feel motivated to do more. If things are not going well, we are motivated to try harder to turn things around. If things are not going well, the situation begs the question about how much open knowledge of the pain should be shared. There is a fear for the leader that if the full extent of the problem is made known, the more capable people, who always have options, will exercise them and leave. This is a tricky balance, and there are no clear parameters for leaders to follow. I would suggest that the leader share enough to galvanize the team to action without scaring the daylights out of everybody and people start abandoning ship. Mullally's viewpoint is based on many years of hard-won experience. It's straightforward in its formulation. The daily execution against the plan, though, is another question. This is the role of the leader, to take ideas and turn them into living, breathing systems which can maximize the potential of the people in the firm. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then tell your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. You can contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Until the next episode, take what you thought valuable, put it into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. So, be one of them. Remember, I'm in your corner, your go-to guy for soft skills training in Tokyo, committed to your success here in Nippon.